Hello there. How is everyone? Happy Tuesday night. Here we are on a gorgeous Tuesday. It's Julie with Next Level Improv, and we're here. It's late night live, and we're going to do some open micing. I have friends joining from all over. We don't know when they're popping in. They could be here right at 9 o'clock. We may have friends that are not going to join us until 10 o'clock. But basically, this is an open jam session. So if you are another artist or performer and you would like to have some time to maybe share some of your content, feel free to jump on. Let me include the link. Actually, I can support you even more than I am right now. Hold, please. I'm going to be multitasking as I copy and paste. Thank you, technology. We're using a format called StreamYard. It's a little different than Zoom, and I figure, hey, that's something that I might be able to bring as a resource for all of our schools here, any of our performers here. What is great about StreamYard, for those of you who might have this frustration with Zoom, is that StreamYard has a little better lag time. This comes in hot and heavy for our musicians. I'm a musical improviser as well as a regular improviser, and oftentimes whoever my musical director is, if they're playing guitar, if they're playing piano, in Zoom, as many of you might know, whatever the hottest microphone is going to take that. It'll take the video. It'll just kind of take priority in Zoom, and there'll be a lag. So it's hard to have multiple musical tracks going at the same time. Well, StreamYard has a little bit better technology with that. So I'm not sure if we'll get some musicians on tonight. I would encourage some of you, if you want to go, so the link that's in the comments that I've just posted is how you join the stream. So if you want to come on, if you're feeling brave, please join the stream. I can have up to 10 artists on at the same time. So if you'd like to come and jam with me, you don't have to be funny. You don't have to do improv. By improv, it's literally, it's live, it's off the cuff. It might be something you've rehearsed before. If you're a stand-up comedian and you've got a set that you do that's a 5-minute set, what have you, like a 20-minute set, however long. Ooh, Steve Frito's in the house. Hang on, y'all. I'm joining. We have one of our next level improvisers is here. Hey, Steve Frito, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm amazing. Oh my God, it's so great to see you.
Yeah, I had some issues earlier, but I'm here.
Woo, yay, solid. So we are here live at the APCA conference. This is where colleges and universities are here, and they have the opportunity to look and work with multiple artists from all over the nation. And so it's fun for us to give them a little access to some improv with Next Level Improv. So if you were to hire Next Level Improv to come to your college or university, you might have a team like Steve and I performing live for you. And so Steve and I have done a lot of work together in the last 3 years. It's been amazing. Thanks. Steve owns a company called GoProv as well. So we do, and we had a collaborative arts group that we formed together. So, oh my gosh, big homie's in the house. Hang on. We got this. We're about to have a party happen. Sweet. Welcome to the broadcast. So I was just telling all of our viewers here at the APCA conference about our open mic night, and we're using a format called, the platform called StreamYard. Big homie, I see your camera down here, but I don't see it up here. Hang on, maybe I need to change that. How do I do this? Nope, that's not it. Oh, wait, how do I make all of us the same size? There we go. Yes, sweet. Okay. In the house, what's up? That's great. So this is another way to play.
Thank you.
Yeah. So Zoom has its limitations. I was just talking about, like when we get into some music stuff, or if we want to kind of overlay at the same time, the lag time on StreamYard is a little bit different. So yeah, we're going to jam here, and hopefully this will be a resource that people in the virtual world want to check out. They have a paid version, they have a free version. We can have up to 6 people in a free version. So we're going to do some improv. And since we have a brilliant poet in the house, big homie, what? We're going to go ahead and we're going to play an improv format called the Armando Diaz and Hootenanny Experience. So we're
Okay.
And In the house. Okay, so typically the Armando Diaz experience in Hootenanny happens with a monologist, meaning someone that does a monologue, that gets up and monologizes for, I don't know, a few minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, what have you. And then the improvisers jump on to the themes, they're listening to characters, they're listening for inspiration. And this simulates what it might be like if an audience were to give us live suggestions. So instead of the audience giving us the suggestion, Big Homie is going to give us a suggestion. And this is a poem that we've never heard before. So Steve and I are going to be actively listening to whatever Big Homie says, hanging on his every word, which is a skill set that we practice in improv, is active listening. And then we are going to interpret whatever we hear in the format of certain scenes. So we'll follow up his poem with some scenic play. And that could go on for several minutes. So let's say Big Homie's poem is 3 minutes. We might improvise 3 scenes that are each 2 to 4 minutes long. So the whole set would be 10 minutes long, perhaps. Okay? Sound good?
Great. Sounds great.
All right. So we're going to shut up. Steve and I will listen to you, and then we will improvise based on what you share with us. So take it away when you're ready.
Okay, great. I'm going to do my poem. I hope that there's not, I don't know if you're hearing any feedback, but I kind of text my Black Greek poet IG group. So, of course, they're making a whole lot of noise now, but I sent it to the 2 delegates of if they want to try to come through and say something. I gave them the invite. So we'll see if any of them pop up. So, but
Great.
Here we go. Well, it's still making noise, so I'm just going to focus because I'm a professional. Yes.
It's like dinner theater. You got this.
Yes. I want better. I find this double-mindedness debilitating. I'm hating all the outcomes that I see. I want to flee from reality because of the way the world treats me. You see, I want better. Seeking my significance in others is not what the lover of my soul had in mind. He wants me to find the divine love, and he gives me enough to snuff out any enemy, so I'll not have to plead for anyone to validate me. I want better. I know I deserve way more than mediocre, and I'm tired of being broker than a 2-cent share on the stock exchange. I want to proclaim prosperity, not to brag on myself, but to declare your wealth so others may know about your greatness. I want better. I'm mad at me for allowing the tragedy of people pleasing because of teasing. Lord, you have my best interest at heart, and you want to impart the wisdom of what is coming. I just have to quiet my spirit so I can hear it. I want better. I want the best, but sometimes I've settled for less, because silently I felt I was cursed to be the worst. But in the midst of low self-esteem, I still believed in me. And with division, although others may not agree, you said to wait on me, because it will tarry. I want better. I plan to see the promised land, but even though the endless quicksand tries to suck me up, you fill my cup. And when I want to doubt, you're able to work it out. And when life seems barren, you are still caring, and you are daring me to trust you. And that is what I must do if I want better.
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. I've committed the worst crime I could possibly commit. I'm so sorry. I mean, it's been at least 10 days since my last confession, Father. And really, in that 10 days, I've probably crucified myself at least 20 times over daily. I'll say as many Hail Marys as I need to, Father. Please just help me.
I'll do what I can. I know you're looking for the best, but I'm just not feeling it myself. You could probably do better when it comes to your confession. So like what I'm looking for, is something that I can sell to Hollywood. So give me a little bit more to work with, but keep it real.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Father. Yes, you're so right. I mean, of course I can do better, even in my confession. Like I've been absent and now I show up and I expect this like mediocre, like version of some kind of a, testimonial. I'm so sorry. You're right. Okay. So Hollywoodize it up. I'm going to Hollywood it up. All right. Do I need to have like,
what I want is like half your cup to be half full, not half empty. Give me car crashes. Give me everything that's ever happened to you, but better.
Okay, Father. So when I was in third grade, I totally tripped Sister Mary Frances because she was really, really bothering me that day, Father. And I never forgot that I did that, because after that she had a heart attack and I totally felt like it was my fault because I tripped her. I mean, I was 8. What was I supposed to do? And that felt like the beginning of the end, you know?
Yeah, this is a good story arc for us. We've got the hero going. We need the climax. So
Okay. So once Sister Mary was tripped, and I felt such guilt, and I was like racked with guilt, and I, then I tried to get my mother to love me because she was like totally absent and like drank all the time.
Sure. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
right?
Your mother was such a sweet woman, though. But I know she had multiple faces of what she shared with us in the church. So let's in her memory. Let's really exploit that so we can sell it to Hollywood, because this church is not going to rebuild itself.
That's right. Okay. All right. So I'm seeing this whole like cup filleth over kind of thing that I feel like we could really go with that. Like my mother was filling her cup over and over and over again. Right. But I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm like, no, I denounce that. And instead I turned into the church because I knew that God is what needed to fill up my cup.
Yeah. And can we just fast forward right to the asteroids when they were coming and made a better explosion and a better Big Bang? You know, I don't always believe in that. I believe in creation, but I think we could do a better version. Go.
Wow, Father, I feel like you lost me at asteroids. Like I used to play asteroids on Atari, but that was like because it was a game and it was play pretend. But I mean, you're not really suggesting that like there's other life in the universe other than Earth.
Well, let's just really have a moment of introspection and think of how great it is to be alive. Like better.
Yeah, totally.
We can get better and best.
Yes. Good, better, best. I got it. Okay. Yeah. You know, this is the most alive I've felt. I really appreciate this. This has got to be the most interactive confession I've ever had. Are you new here, Father?
I mean, I'm hired for the day. They needed an actor, and I came in, and I'm trying to sell my script.
So what's the problem here, Matthias? What's your problem, really? Like, why are you in the counseling office today?
I have this urge to do everything just mediocre. I don't want to live up to expectations. I just want to skate by.
Right. So why are you in my office again today? I mean, that's like what the world does.
Yeah, I just want validation that I'm okay.
Yeah. Matthias, my goodness, if you were to do more than mediocre, you would not fit into the world the way that it is.
Yeah, that's good.
You're totally bossing the world right now, Matthias. And don't you let anybody try to talk you in to some big aggrandized story of some life that you should be living. Don't you let anyone shit on you.
Yeah, I don't have to do anything I want. I could just get by day by day. That's fine by me.
That's right. You just skate by. You just do a little bit. Just do the minimum.
The bare minimum.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Like
I think we've made progress. I almost feel happy. Almost.
Whoa. Happy. Let's not get carried away, Matthias. Keep it dialed. Keep it dialed like a little under. Yeah, that's better. It's better.
I can do that.
Okay, that's great. Because if you go off and feel happy and stuff, and I'm just like this counselor at a high school, and I had big dreams too, Matthias. I had big dreams.
Yeah.
I caught a hold of that bug, like somebody got under my skin too. And they told me, oh, hey, you can do better. You could do better. And I was like, well, then why aren't I? And I mean, you're not, I'm the counselor here. I'm sorry. That was a little bit of role reversal. I apologize.
No, that's okay. I've seen this on TV. I watched Ally McBeal, and I've seen all of the big dramas. So if you want to lay down on the couch and just share, I'll listen.
I'm really just feeling like I trust you. I feel like you're really authentic and you're really real. And I feel like there's some aspect of me that I can come out and be honest, like.
Do it. This is your life. And I am just here for the journey. Share.
I love Cher. She had some great music, man. Sonny and Cher, so good, right? Like I was
remember the time you did karaoke and you were like, if I could turn back time.
Oh my God, Matthias, that was it. That was the thing I wanted to do better. I wanted to be a rock and roll star.
Now's your time. We can have this rock and roll high school.
Could you imagine?
Rock and roll high school. Rock and roll.
If I could turn back time, I'd give it all to you. I'd take back all those things that had hurt you. Oh my gosh. Whew. Got a little excited there.
I was mediocre excited.
Awesome. All right, sweet. So do you have another one, big homie? Would you have another poem for us?
Sure.
Right.
Sure. So this is, you say I could do something kind of serious. And I guess it was interesting how you kind of did spin on the first poem. So I text a couple of folks because I told you like my social media going wild, but still like with this, I'm going to do this piece about homelessness, and I guess I'll see what your spin is on this.
Well, let me just say, big homie, thank you for sharing your work with us, and I will do my best to honor it. And I am proud to be a part of your work, and I will respect it. So thank you.
I mean, no, that sounds good. I respect your work as well. So I mean, like, it's always good to hear something new. I've saw something similar, but not necessarily to my work. So like, this is fascinating to me. So here we go.
Yay.
I need more than shelter. I need to be held and I need to be loved. Lord, up above this pain just seems too much. Right now, I'm asking you just for a touch and for you to show me your love. The things I discover as I'm out on these streets, the people I meet, they entertain my soul. They think that I'm bold because of what I ask. No, they don't know when was the last meal that I ate, and Lord, I still wait for shelter. You are my protection in storm. In the blizzard, you keep me warm, but I checked out a long time ago. It may seem like I beg, but what you don't know is that I need more than a house. A house is not a home, and night after night, I sleep out here alone. Unless I see bills, you see, having no money kills, and although it's a bitter pill to swallow, my heart is hollow because I need a touch. But since you, America, don't care so much, you showed my worth on this earth. I hustle for 5, I hustle for 10. I sell my body, so does that mend my broken heart? No, it's just the start of the dark hole. I'm not mentally well. You walk by me and you think that I smell by choice? Can you hear my voice crying out for help? Please don't put me on the shelf. Do I have to commit a crime to get some quality time and attention? Did I mention that prison has 3 square meals and a roof? Please don't think that I'm aloof. I'm used to being alone. Now, although I don't condone crime, the cell gives a quality peace of mind in a Willie Lynch way. The imprisoned mind is where I've stayed, so the only way I can escape is to take a hit. I'm tired of this, so anything to numb the pain, a drug, a drink is not in vain, because I hope that this misery will stop. This person I am not. But you don't know this. So you go and diss me and my intellect, failing to give me respect when I have not 1, not 2, but 3 college degrees. The employers, what they fail to see are my college loans. Now, I don't condone crime, but when I spend so much time for naught, tell me, please, what it is that I ought to do. I am so through. Because of Willie Lynch, I sleep on this bench because the shelters aren't safe. The little that I make is stolen. So you with the Benz who is rolling, how about a job? How about some love? I learned of this Jesus that you're speaking of. On earth did the King of Kings bling bling? Or was he among the least of these and his joy was strength? Birds and foxes have their own beds, but where did the Son of Man lay his head? I really want better, and I want to do right. So as I write this letter and I continue to fight for my voice to be heard, you see, when you take the time to say just one word, you have the power to change my life. A kind gesture, some love isn't darkness but light, and to get out of this tunnel, not go down into this funnel like Willie Lynch said. Please free my imprisoned head from the darkness and circumstance. Please don't strip me of my pants and emasculate me. Like in the 60s, I am a man, and I serve a God of a second chance. So won't you obey him and give that to me? And welcome Lyrical Faith Poetry, who is, as we like to say in the Greek world, a devastating diva of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, but she's also the original founder of Black Greek Poets. So welcome, and I'm sure it'll be interesting to see what you might be able to do with one or two of her pieces. So I'm glad that she's in the room now. So hopefully she'll turn on her screen and won't rob people of her loveliness, and we can keep this party going. Yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah. Thank you. Glad to have you there.
I was actually here, just watching and supporting. Is there something that y'all wanted me to do?
No, you're fine for now. We're gonna go ahead and do a scene or two off of Big Homie's poem that we just heard, and then we'd love to hear one of yours, and we'll riff off that too. So yeah.
Oh, amazing. Okay.
Yeah, and if you want to jump in, if you get inspired, I don't know if you've done improv before, but we make life up all day, every day. So you're already a pro at improv. If you want to jump in, if you have an idea based on what you heard, I don't know when you came in during his poem, but if you have ideas of characters you want to bring into a scene with Steve and I, by all means, feel free to contribute and play a character in one of our scenes, and then we'll come to your poem here in just a moment. Mom, I appreciate that you come and see me every week. I really do. It's nothing like home cooking, but I feel freer in here than I've ever felt.
Yes, it was such an experimental surgery having you implanted into my head, but I love the fact that we will always be close together. Where I go, you go. Where you go, I go.
Yeah, it's great. And I really do love it when not only you consume foods that are healthy for your body, so that I get that rush of like adrenaline, like steamed spinach has got to be my favorite, but also Mom, when you consume foods of thought, like it's interesting when you think things that are like mean and hurtful to yourself, it hurts me in here in your brain. It like literally hurts me. Like I know I'm in this little capsule and I'm kind of like within the cell membrane of your brain, but Mom, it's like whatever you're thinking comes in and attacks me.
Tanya, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize that you could hear my thoughts. I thought I could just speak to you and we could have that experience like the womb.
Yeah, it's a little womb-like, Mom. I mean, I don't necessarily remember prenatal stuff, but I've heard.
This is your chance. This is your chance to feel that.
Yeah, I get it, Mom. I totally get it. And what I'm saying though is like, it's like what you think matters. It's like you think things about yourself, or like I hear like sometimes when Dad's talking to you and stuff, and he's being really, really loud in his words. Like the way that you're like, I feel every contraction that you have in your body. And as you're like, it's almost like you're guarding. I don't know where you get this armor from, but all of a sudden things like lock down and I can barely breathe here, Mom.
It's, what it is? It's, I have, if you remember, I have 3 degrees. I have a degree in sociology. I have a degree in etymology, and I have a degree in political science. Yeah. I have dealt with so much bullshit over the years that I push your father away. I don't need him. I just want to walk the earth and have you with me every step of the way.
Yeah. Well, now you have successfully done that, Mom. And maybe, I don't think it was your etymological degree, but I think, maybe you had some friends in school that you met that were able to, like, you were enrolled them in this. I think it was their like biology experiment that I ended up being privy to here. So thank you. And as free as I feel inside your mind, Mom, I can't help but wonder, what would it be like if you could just let me go?
Ow, I can feel you poking at the back of my skin on my neck. Are you trying to leave me?
I just feel like if I could get out, Mom, like you're trying to hold me down. You're trying to like house me inside this temporal, corporeal form. And I am not only this body, Mom. I want to get out and be free. You cage me.
You agreed to be here. I can't please all the people that try, but you belong inside my head, my heart, my soul.
Mom, I just want to be touched again.
I'll let you go, but you'll remain small. Is that what you want, Tanya?
I don't choose to let your words program me, Mom.
Go.
And see you. All right.
That's a great thing about improv. We have no idea where it's going to go.
We don't know. It's all made up. Well, thank you, big homie, for your words. I so appreciate it. So you kind of get how improv works. If you feel like jumping in on a scene, you can't get it wrong. I mean, whatever your scene partner says is the truth. As soon as Steve, aka my mom, in that last scene told me I was inside of his brain, I got to say yes and to that suggestion and feel what it would feel like to be microscopic. So that's the way it rolls in improv. If you want to jump in and be a character, please, by all means, do. This is open mic night.
Sure. I mean, I'm trying to while you're doing that scene, I'm trying to convince Lyrical to come to the mic. She doesn't know which poem to do. I might be able to go ahead and improv because I know some things with the experiences. I think you had an interesting contrast of I Want Better and how you were going about it. With Second Chance, you approached that in an interesting manner. So with that, with maybe playing off of like whatever Lyrical does. Maybe I'll start off and then we can kind of do that because I do have a little bit of thespian chop, so we might be able to see what we can do. So,
great.
So,
Okay,
Lyrical, could you come to the mic, please? Pretty, please.
Maybe if you have, start with a short poem. If you have a poem that's a minute or 2 minutes long, and then we're just going to listen for themes. So we're not going to necessarily. Oh, hi! Look at you! Oh my gosh, you're so beautiful. Thank you for being here with us. So we're not going to necessarily just act out your poem. We're going to listen for thematic ideas. We're going to listen for character ideas. We're going to listen for, we could even have tangential ideas. You could say a word or something and it makes us think of a product line or whatever. We might go down a total rabbit hole and it'd be completely unrelated, but we want to pay homage to so it's your suggestion is going to lay the groundwork of content for us. And from your brilliance, we will get inspired ideas. And as you've seen, like, who knows what will come out of our mouths.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Sure thing. This is something short. I wrote it a really long time ago. And it's inspired by, or it's after a poet that I really admire. Her name is Aja Monet. And it's like a truncated version of a poem that I wrote called What I've Learned. I know sunrises and sunsets are beautiful, even though no one stays awake to watch them. I know most kind-hearted people do good deeds, even when no one is watching. I know secrets aren't always kept well, but they are special. And if you find someone who will guard your trust with their lives, hold on to them forever. I know the sky holds stories that no soul on earth can read until God lets us. I know God sometimes is hard to understand, even though I know he's my protector. I know smiles are the most beautiful curve any human being can ask for, and the magic beneath them make memories come to life more than any picture can capture. I know sunrises and sunsets are beautiful, even though no one stays awake to watch them. I know cancer took my grandmother when I was 6 years old, and there was nothing I could do but watch her go. I know there are things in this world we cannot control. Death, life, who we fall in love with, which stars watch over our skies. I know our vast galaxy is just one of many, and at times it seems like black holes suck away all our energy. I know flowers blossom even in the rain. I know because I am one of them. I know because after my stems grew strong enough, I have never been the same. I know Cupid will sometimes disguise himself as pain and arch his arrow into random heartbeats with hopes that maybe they can love one day. And I know the stars are watching. I keep bringing them up because on times when I'm at my lowest, the only thing I can do is look up, and they are flashlights staring back at me, shining in their brightness to remind me I will make it up there too. The constellations formed in the shape of my grandmother's face, and she reminded me of everything I knew. Told me life is full of lessons that most will help me grow, some of which I have yet to receive, all of which I'm craving to know.
Thank you.
All right.
Beautiful.
Wow. Wow, I feel the heat on my head. I'm just kind of like looking around. I see, good morning. Maybe it's afternoon, but all these people are starting to walk by. Grandma, I kind of feel you watching over me.
My sweet
I
child, my
oh,
sweet baby girl. I love that you're laying your head beneath my branches, that you're here as the sun's apex comes up upon the morning dew. I've missed you.
you are my roots. So I feel that. I hear you speaking to me. Please guide me today. Just as I continue to pray to God, give us this day our daily bread. The seeds that are planted on me, you're just watering on me so that I know that I can go the way that you would have me be, so that I can be a star that can shine for somebody else and show them the way.
Hey, cut actors. We're having trouble with the lights. We're gonna have to run that scene again. Do you mind if we do that scene, but we project a little bit more because the lights aren't working?
Projecting, you ain't saying nothing but a word. I know how to speak loud and not yell.
I know you all are trained, but we're having a hard time. We're going live on Instagram.
Instagram.
I'm a method actor, so I have become one with this tree, and I actually can't move my feet now. But my sweet baby, whoever, you have enough light. Let me shine my light upon you so that you may grow roots and speak loudly to the earth. Proclaim your greatness, my love.
Let's cut to Tony Award ceremony, and both of you are nominated for the same award, and you have to share it. So you each get a 15-second acceptance speech before the music plays you off. Go.
Well, I'd first like to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Give and honor to God, who is the head of my life. So I'm honored to share this award with the lovely tree that was shading and covering me. Amen.
Thank you. It's such an honor to be the shade for someone else. I feel wrong accepting this. I feel like it should just go to you. I feel like you deserve all the glory. And I'm really just here for support. So thank you for letting me support you.
All right, scene.
Okay.
I love it. So welcome to the palace. I will be your security guard. Know that
anything that happens within these walls, I got you.
Thanks. I'm glad that we have security because it's been a hard time out there controlling the sun and the moon. I just need some rest and I need away from the people before I go back out. We're gonna have an eclipse for a while.
Yeah,
You going back out where?
I'm gonna go back out there over the wall and into the city and control the sun and the moon. We got suns up and sun down and moon in and moon out.
yeah. But in the meantime, you just know that like your heart is safe here. All right? Like I know you're up to big stuff, you know, and you don't have to like worry about anybody getting to you, you know, like I got you.
But I mean, you kind of in solitary confinement. So I understand that you might not know like day or night or how things are or where the stars are. So I think if you just kind of take a moment and get yourself together, you know, there might be, you know, one day this week, which we might be able to let you out for an hour. Okay.
All right. I lost track of time. I don't know what hours and days are anymore, but I trust you. I trust you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I can tear down my walls now. Yeah.
And the spirit with your faith of the mustard seed. Yes, you can. Physical walls, I doubt that. But still, like, you know, yes, in the spirit, you can.
Wow. I feel like my life is changing. Like I'm no longer imprisoned by my thoughts or my unwillingness to believe. I feel moved and kind of want to dance and
Ooh, hey,
Let the spirit move.
there's some room here for dancing. We got a dance floor that hasn't had some feet on it in a while. Uh-huh.
we're just going to slow dance or we're going to just let it. Whew. Ow.
I thought you had the spirit, but I don't know about that right now.
I got no rhythm either. I got no rhythm, no spirit. I'm just going to sit here and pout.
All right. It's all right. With time, now time is on our side.
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm. And you can move as the spirit moves you. And
That
if
sounds like a good idea.
that movement is so subtle, it's not for the eyes of the perceiver, but for those who feel the spirit move. You had an idea.
I was just going to rhyme a word because I felt the rhythm in the pattern and the delivery of your speech made me want more. Let's go back to the Tony scene, and now you both won't give up the mic.
Well, I just think it's really important to understand the value of support and how necessary it is to be supported. Like it's not all about those who are supported, but the ones who actually give the support.
Being a blessing, yeah, I understand that. So, yeah, praise God from whom all blessings flow. Because I know with that, I'm able to be a support to you, to my audience. I'm nothing without you. I'm nothing without my God guiding me.
Yes,
So with that,
and God can show up as the humans. It could be God wrapped in a suit. Like we don't know that it could be the God amongst us, right? The angels in our midst.
True.
So
True. Yes. The spirit, the God in you.
That's
the
right.
God in me. Yeah. The God in me. Yeah. So yeah. Mary. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Mary.
I mean, I think Mary, and I think take the shackles off my feet so I can dance. I just want to praise you. I just want to
take the shackles off.
Okay.
Hey, I'm gonna let you finish, but I'm gonna say Beyonce had a better tree than you did.
Oh, good times. Oh, that's fun. Thank you so much, Miracle, for letting us play. I love improv because there's nothing precious about it, and it allows us to really expound and expand on ideas. which also leads us into like in the workplace, in the whatever college learning space, right? The giving us our permission to ideate off of one another. We can actually collaborate and bring a whole bunch of co-creative energy into one maybe theme or concept, or and really, as you saw, it just kind of goes off into the into the weeds, into the trees somewhere. But it's fun, right? And the whole idea is that we don't, our minds don't necessarily think in linear format. And so to give ourselves permission to kind of branch out into all of the directions is super fun. So I just want to stop by to the live here in APCA. Thank you so much, Big Homie and Lyrical, for joining us. And you're welcome. We're here at Open Mic Night. It's 9:39 Eastern Standard Time on a Tuesday night. If you have some amazing talent, hidden or public, if you're one of our fellow artists and you want to come jam and play with us, I know there's a lot of options tonight on the Late Night Live here at APCA. So we'll keep the room open for a bit longer, and we'll keep jamming if you guys want to. How are you doing? You doing good? You like this format? Does this work for you? Sweet. Okay. Yeah. All right. So Lyrical, do you have another poem that you'd like us to riff on? Or do you want Big Homie to go and you want to jump in and riff with us? You can be an actress.
I want you all to do poems.
Oh, fair. That's valid. Okay, great.
Give us a topic.
We'll do improv poetry.
Changing places. So, okay.
Yeah.
Well, actually, yeah, that could be a good place. Changing places, trading places, doing an extemporaneous poem, and then we do that. That'll be good.
Great. I love it. Oh my God, I love that so much. Way to say yes and. Okay, great. So, Frito, you want to do your poem first?
Yeah, what it's going to be on changing places. Is that okay?
That's what I heard. Yeah.
Great. Now, before I start, I am not a poet. I barely an improviser. I've been doing it my whole life, but I just want to say that I'm going to make poetry look easy. No, I honor your art and your craft. So if I butcher this, it's because I'm really bad and you're really good. Here is my poem about changing places.
Great.
Got it. When I woke up, I never went back to sleep. I knew I wasn't where I needed to be. I didn't know where I was going or when I would get there. I just knew that I needed to change places. With you, with me, with us. I couldn't handle it. It was too much. That's all I got.
Yes.
You can have that.
So we started improvising off of that little part right there?
Lovely, lovely.
Okay, I mean, we can rock with that.
So Marcus, like, you were supposed to be here an hour and a half ago. It is not the first time you've been late to a date with me.
Well, I mean, you be doing a lot. So, like, with that, I kind of had to take a moment, relax, relate, release, get myself together. Woosah. So I would be able to go ahead and communicate and understand, because sometimes I just be losing myself like Eminem. Right.
Okay, so I think that's a valid. I hear what you're saying. I hear the words that are coming out of your mouth. And tonight, I wasn't doing a lot. I had actually carved out a piece of time from the things that I was doing so that I could be with you.
I understand. I heard that little boomerang call. Marcus, why don't you go over here? Like Eartha Kitt.
So I see how you're like being all cutie and like trying to get me to like forget that you're an hour and a half late. Like, I'm on to you. I see what you're doing, and it's only slightly working.
Slightly.
Slightly.
Okay. Just keep on looking at these pearly whites right here. So I'm just trying to understand, because like change places, like understand how I feel and what's going on with me. I gotta kind of just back it up a little bit, and so I can make sure I appreciate the time that you took for me, and we're trying to grow together. It's not about like I feel like it has been working, but I want to make sure that it gets stronger and we just don't fall apart, because you see how the world's falling apart with everything around. We gotta make sure we keep it tight and together. So we just need to woosah with me. Woosah with me.
I feel that. I'm feeling a little calmer now. A little calmer.
Wow, that's a breath. There you go. Inhale, relaxation. Exhale, all the stress. Get in touch with yourself. So the outside environment does not change places with you. You don't need to be mad. You need to be calm, be tranquil.
I feel like my calmness and my tranquility is so much easier to maintain on my own.
On your own? But you trying to? What, you got inspired by the Patti LaBelle versus you trying to tell me go on my own? You call me Michael McDonald? That's what you doing?
All right, scene. It's starting to get hot in here.
Awesome. Lyrica, any ideas from Steve's poem? Any ideas that came up for you? You want to try your hand at a scene there?
Oh gosh. You all have been blessed with the gift of improv, and everyone hasn't. I've been blessed with the gift of poetry. So, but my only ideas were that was lovely. I hope that you all continue to put smiles on people's faces and continue to be creative and innovative in all that you're doing. Definitely really entertaining for a lot of folks out here, and so unique. Like improv is like something that like everyone can't do, and you kind of don't even like. It's just you hear about it kind of like every so often. I feel like it's not like talked about enough, or like skill is not like appreciated enough. But it's so awesome, right? Like people are able to kind of like they're so trained and so skilled that you're able to kind of like come up with these scenes and like these things on the spot. But no, I took acting classes when I was younger, and
younger.
Yeah.
Was that like yesterday? How young was that?
It was like 10, 15 years ago.
Brush those cobwebs off. You got this. Well, I appreciate you saying that, Lyrical, because really what we try to do here at Next Level Improv is remind people of how easy it is to play pretend. And that we have this innate ability to make believe and create something out of not nothing, because we are taking an inspiration or an initiation, whether from poetry tonight, because of who our scene partners are. But actually, you probably had more ideas than you maybe are willing to share with us. And we could have even riffed off of this idea of like, oh, here's the gift basket that we're all being given gifts and we have certain gifts, right? Like we could just do a scene about that. So there's plenty of content, and it's just being willing to let ourselves quote unquote get it wrong, look silly, fall on our faces, and trust that in improv, one of our principles that we live by is that I got your back. And it's like, we're not going to let you fail. Whatever you say, we're going to yes and it and make you look great.
Yeah. That's awesome. Well, thank you for the inspiration tonight.
Thanks for bringing your talents and gifts with us.
Yeah, and if you all who are watching, or if you all at Next Level would like to see more of any of the poetry that we do, we actually have a showcase block tomorrow night.
Wednesday.
Yeah,
6 o'clock. So we got our curtain. Yeah, so we got our curtain call at 5:30 to get ourselves together, aligned in formation, Beyonce-ish, and then like 6 we on for our 30-minute showcase. Black Greek poets. You can follow us on
poets.
Yeah, right. So you can follow my page, Big Homie, because I'm blessed with the 2 or 3. There's 2 right now. So like, I'm blessed with the 2 people following my page, but still guys in the midst, so I'm trusting other people to follow. So, and then there's also Lyrical Faith. You can follow her page and see all the wonderful stuff. She'll probably be posting some poems, and you can find out more about, if you go on our, my, what do you call it? Profile pic, right? It's kind of our ad that's in the journal. So all of our social media handles for Black Greek Poets are on there. So we would love for you to follow us and have discussions. And this would be fun again to have. We have some actors among our midst and some folks who don't know the actors. I mean, well, just like talking about maybe not Black Greek poets, but a Black Greek child actor, since you see the Theta of Delta Sigma Theta over there. She hates it when you call her Rudy Huxtable. But Keisha Knight Pulliam. Keisha Knight Pulliam pledged at Spelman College, that great illustrious organization. Yeah, so with that.
Anyway, I didn't mean to do all of that. But my at name is at Lyrical Faith Poetry, and you can follow Black Greek Poets at Black Greek Poets, and tomorrow we'll be at the showcase at 6 p.m.
Yes, we would love to see you.
Fantastic.
Have a great night.
Have a good night. Thanks for joining us there. Yeah,
all right,
thank you, Tommy. Great to see you. You're welcome
right.
to stay and jam if you want to sing, if you want to play, or if you want to go check out. There's a whole bunch of other stuff happening on the late night site. So if you want to go jump over there, I appreciate you stopping by.
Yeah, I'll probably jump out, and then if I see you back on, I might try to click back in. So we'll see with that. So
sounds great.
Okay.
Thanks for blessing us.
All right. Thanks so much. All right. Bye-bye.
Yay.
I'm sorry, I'm busy following everybody right now.
I know, it's fine. You're doing your homework. You're doing the thing you're supposed to do. We could do a scene about following people. I love it. I love it. I love it. So sweet. So we're back to improv. And while we're here, do you want to play? I mean, I know you've been playing tonight a little bit already. Yay. How's that? Were you doing short form? Were you doing mid form? Mid form?
Well, based on my internet connection earlier today, it was like mediocre, intermediate, form, short and long form. Mm-hmm.
Great. So for those who might be watching, it's a late night event here at this APCA, which is our college. We have a bunch of colleges that are selecting content and speakers and events for their next year of student life activities. And we are excited to be sharing improv with you. So let's chat a little bit about what improv might look like on a campus. You could have us perform, which is some of what we just did. For example, like if you had an English group or something like that, where people were writing poetry, we could take their poetry and then flesh it out into scene work like you just saw. We could do a completely standalone show and performance for you. But really where I love and why it's next level improv, where we come from, is taking those concepts that we tease out in a performance and really embodying them and giving students an opportunity to put them on, to try them on. So for me, improv is an opportunity to do experiential learning or taking your learning to the next level. So yes, we can come and perform for you, but my favorite thing to do is to get you performing so that your students are doing what we are doing. And then they can adapt all of the learnings that they do throughout their college experience into an experiential embodied format. So once it's like kind of like riding a bike. If you were to read about riding a bike or watch somebody else ride a bike, it's not quite the same as getting on the bike and riding. So yes, we can perform improv for you all day, every day. And it's way more fun for your students, for your faculty, for whoever wants to engage, whatever clubs you're in. And we have lots of ways to do that. You see the sign behind me, Improv Against Normality. Steve Frito and his theater space in Goshen, Indiana, GoProv, they were pivotal in actually bringing the Improv Against Normality game to life. And that is just one way that you can bring improv into your campuses. It's fun for like sororities and fraternities that want to have fundraiser events or competitions. They can have like a game show where they're literally pitted against each other. Think like Whose Line Is It Anyway meets Family Feud meets American Idol, right? So you have like a panel of judges, and whichever team of improvisers are funnier, you would award points and maybe collect pledge dollars or something. There's lots of fun things to do with improv. So we're going to go through a little bit of different styles of improv that we're going to perform it for you, but we could also then take whatever we're performing and break it down into chunkable, learnable bites for your student body or your organization. So Steve, let's maybe do some short form first.
Sure.
Okay, what we just did was more of a medium form, I would say. It was an adaptation of the Armando Diaz experience and Hoot Nanny, where we have somebody that would monologize or do a poem or do some type of inspiration, and then we do scenic work or play around that. So now we're going to dial it back to maybe more a beginner level, like a white belt, yellow belt. I do this improv dojo thing where we work up through the belts. So let's do, what would you say is your favorite kind of white belt level game?
I would say the alphabet game, because it's fun and challenging at the same time. And it just proves that even adults don't always know the alphabet.
Yes, we did that today. So for students that are watching this again in the restream, I had a few of you that got to play the alphabet game with us. So now see how you do alongside us. So if you are watching, let's see, I'm going to go to the feed. And if you're watching, with one person watching, yes, way to go, one person. Let us know in the feed if you want to give us a suggestion. Otherwise, I may give us a suggestion from the game I have. Oh my goodness, let's do that.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so I don't necessarily see if you have a suggestion. So specifically give us a suggestion of a scenario or somewhere where we could be, a physical place that we could be. But hey, I got it. Here we go, Steve. You are diffusing a bomb.
Okay, starting with the letter A, or yes?
Bomb. Let's start with the letter B.
Ready?
Yes.
Back up. Back up. This bomb.
Can you calm down, please? You almost gave me a heart attack.
Don't tell me to calm down. This is a tense situation.
Everybody just needs to calm down.
Forget about everybody. Let's focus on me and this bomb.
Good God. Michael, if you do not stop freaking out, we are going to blow this joint to the ground.
Helen, if you don't back up, it's gonna explode.
I kind of like it when you tell me what to do.
Just step back 3 little steps.
Keep going.
Let me tell you about this situation that we are in.
Michael, you can tell me all day, every day. I love listening to you.
Oh, now you get all lovey-dovey.
Now, sometimes other words follow other words, and it's okay that you get out of whack sometimes. I get out of whack with you as well.
Please, we're gonna blow up.
Quiet. Remember, we're staying calm to defuse this bomb.
Right.
Please, Michael, just a couple more seconds. And I think between the blue wire and the red wire, we should be out of here in no time.
Seconds? We have not much time.
Totally doable. Just breathe. Just breathe.
Ugh.
Very good. I think you did it.
White wire first, yellow wire second.
Xerox that in your mind. Just get a real clear copy of it. Do you remember?
Yes, I remember. Yellow wire first, white wire second.
Zounds, you said white wire first last time.
Ah!
Boom. Yay, we did it. I think we skipped an R in there somewhere, but it's okay.
I said right.
Oh, good. I'm so glad.
And twice.
That was fun. So fun. Yeah, that was a game called Round the Alphabet or the Alphabet Game, depending on who you play with. And it seems simple, and yet it's not always easy. So you give yourself enough information. And Steve and I are both highly trained improvisers. We've been doing this for many, many years. Steve, how long have you been improvising?
I am 28 years old. It was 2005. I think, is when I went to Second City.
Oh, nice. Okay. I started with the Oxymorons when I was 19, so that's a few years. I'm more than 28 years old.
Barely.
Oh, that's funny. But I mean, I remember like a college campus. My undergrad is in theater education with a minor in vocal performance. That's why I love to do musical improv. And so we did improv as part of my undergrad training. And then, of course, in high school, that was probably my favorite improv game ever, was the props game. Do you play the props game? Do you have props?
I'm surrounded by props.
I feel like we could play the prop game. So in my high school experience, I had you had to take a prop. For those of you who might not know the prop game, you take a prop. Oh my goodness, and you repurpose it. Oh my gosh, what is this? Like a plant and a knife?
It's a stem.
Oh, it's a stem. I got it. That's like
it's a plastic.
Oh, I didn't see the tag. I was like, what is it? It's fantastic. So what? And you're repurposing it in what way? So the idea with props is that you repurpose the prop and it becomes something other than what it obviously is. And go ahead, Steve, take it away.
My neighbors are doing stuff that they shouldn't be doing.
All right. It's my snake. Okay.
I'm gonna have to burn this sage all around the room.
Oh, Grandpa, let me tie your tie for you. It's gonna be fine. It's just over, and then the double knot comes up and through. Okay.
Will you go to prom with me?
Wait, I just have lost my hair. Uh-huh.
I'm trying to do these eyebrows better.
So
It's a tail. I get it.
I gotta get my tail in my screen. Oh, nice. I love it.
Wee.
So these extensions are really great. I've been working on these for a while.
You remember that Dr. Seuss thing?
I don't think I need to shave my pits. I don't know what you're talking about. What's the problem?
Well, if you want to do it like me, you have to let them go.
Yes, and scene. Okay, that's great. Super fun. So these are all great games. You guys take them as like icebreakers if you're doing a meet and greet, if you're any RAs that are working with like student orientation exercises. Some of these are super fun. They're super chill. Let's see, my favorite game, and I don't know if this would be a white belt level or a gold belt level of short form, but is a game in questions. You want to play?
What's that game about?
Don't you know the game in questions, Steve?
Have you told me about it before?
When would I have done that?
Was it when we first met?
Oh, how long ago was that?
Was it back when you were younger?
Can you believe it's been at least 4 years?
How old are you now?
Don't you know you're not supposed to ask a woman that question?
Did you tell me your pronouns?
Can't you see by my appearance?
Don't you know that we don't judge people by their appearance anymore?
By we, is that your pronoun?
Have you ever heard of the royal we?
When would I have heard that?
Have you not seen The Big Lebowski?
Oh, what? Who was in that movie?
Have you heard of the dude?
Which dude?
The Big Lebowski is the dude. Have you not?
I win! So, gaming questions. The whole goal is to not answer the question, which is great if you are a coach, if you are a leader, and you want to get your people thinking critically. It can be so easy to give advice, and oftentimes when we can live in the question, playing that game is a really fun game to play. So it's one of my favorites. Ooh, wah, 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 wah. Yay! What else can we do in a duo scene? What feels fun for you? We'll do a couple more short form and then maybe we'll long form it.
Okay, sure. I have a bell. We can play ding.
Oh, okay. Ding, like new choice ding?
New choice, yeah.
Great.
You can say new choice for me,
Okay, perfect.
and I can ding the bell.
Fantastic. I love it. Okay, so this is a great game, and I love to use this game. So yes, like I said, we can come out and perform improv for you all day, every day. And what we love to do more, what I love to do, and I just drag Steve along because he's a yes and to me, like being here tonight. Thank you for being here tonight, Steve. But to take improv and mine it for its application. How can I use improv as a jumping off board for living a more joy-filled life, a more embodied life? So I think, Steve, I've heard you say this actually, that improv is life, right? Like, so that's like a quote that's a thing you say.
Yeah, and life is improv.
And life is improv. It is. Yeah. And I love also, like, lead with love. Can we lead with love? Can we play characters that love each other? There's so much conflict in the world. It's super easy to play to the conflict, and instead we could just be playing from love. So we play from love. We choose characters who are enough, or if they're not, like you saw some earlier tonight where we were maybe in the question of, are we enough? And then we were moving towards being enough. So when we play characters who are not enough in a scene, hopefully the intention behind that would be that our audience would be rooting for them to win. So they might see that they're having a down moment or something of that ilk, and we want to draw on the heartstrings of the audience and have them root for that person. Like you heard Steve say, I see a hero, I see a protagonist, right? Like the hero of the story. Okay, enough about teaching about improv. We're going to play new choice. So one of the things I love about new choice, specifically as it's an application in life, is sometimes in life we wish that we could have do-overs. There's some times where we might react out of a trigger or being upset by something, and we don't think about what we're going to say before we say it. And we want to be like, oop, if I could just like suck that back in and be like, so in this game, it's actually an opportunity for you to have a complete do-over. So you're actually getting to make a new choice with what you do in the scene of your life. So to start, shall I pull which one do you want? Do you want who, what, where, why, or the scene? What card? Would you like? Which one?
Yellow.
Yellow. Okay, yellow is the object or the activity. Okay, I have scanning books at the library.
Got it.
Okay, scanning books at the library. And this is a game called New Choice. Now, normally we would have a third party, and we might have one soon. I think I have a buddy of mine from Chicago Improv that's going to be joining us. Also, I perform Miami Improv with him too. And until he gets here, we will be playing all roles. So Steve's got the bell. So he's going to simultaneously be, the bell is an indication for us to make a new choice. And that new choice could be a new choice like in the words that we just said. So we would say the same lead line in, and we would just alter the last couple of words or the last word, or, the idea, concept. Or if we were doing more physical work, the ringing of the bell could be a new physicality or a new gesture or a new dance move. If somebody was having a highly charged emotional response, the bell could be new emotion, right? So the bell is just whatever you just did, you're going to go back and do it again with something completely contrary to what you just did. Okay? So somebody is scanning books at the library, and action.
Shh. You're shuffling your pages too loudly. I'm trying to study. New choice.
Can you hear that?
Yeah, I can. It actually, I grew up underneath the L in Chicago, so I could only study with lots of noise. So you're doing great.
New choice.
If you go any louder, you're going to rip those pages, and that's a very special book.
Oh. Is this a special book to you?
Yes, my great-grandfather wrote that book.
Your great-grandfather is Samuel Clemens?
New choice.
Your great-grandfather is Encyclopedia Britannica?
New choice.
Your great-grandfather is Dr. Seuss?
Yes, my great-grandfather is Dr. Seuss. We loved everything that Dr. Seuss wrote. It was dedicated to me.
Huh, new choice.
All right, I lied. That wasn't my grandfather.
New choice.
Psst. I'm trying to steal all the books, so I need you to create a distraction.
Ah, so the turning of the pages really loudly was supporting you.
Yes, thanks. You're not an accomplice, though. Don't forget. You're innocent until proven guilty.
Well, why are you stealing all the books for?
Because I'm going to start my own library across the street.
New choice.
Because I need to sit taller in my car, and I want to put books under my
And scene. I don't know that I can beat that. That was really good. Good times. Okay, sweet. Well, I love it. Okay, great. So those are examples of what we would call short form games. They're games that can happen in a short period of time. There's usually a gimmick or game to them. We're still employing the principles of improv throughout, though. So we're saying yes and to each other's ideas. You notice that even in that one where we were saying new choice, we were still I was still the character that was in the library with Steve, et cetera, and so forth. So we were maintaining the world of that scene together and saying yes, even though we were heightening and expanding the ideas. So that's an example of a short form game. And maybe now, while we wait, I'm going to give my buddy Carlos one more chance to join us. And then we'll probably call it a night. But so long form, well, we did a moderate form improv. Maybe we'll do one more example of that. And those are games that go, or scenes, rather, they tend to be more scenic in nature. And they'll go a little bit longer in time. So the Armando Diaz experience in Hootenanny, that was a monologist and then 3 scenes. Typically there's another monologue and 3 scenes, another monologue and 3 scenes. So the whole set would go 30 to 45 minutes. We just did little, like one aspect, like a mini Armando with each poem. So now let's do another one that's kind of a moderate length, is one that's called Living Room. You've done Living Room, yes?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, fantastic. So this is just Steve and I just kind of shooting the stuff, and we're listening to each other as humans, but we're listening for the same things that we were listening for in the poetry. So we're listening for themes, we're listening for character ideas, we're listening for tangential ideas that we would then get ideas to play scenes on. And in improv, we always encourage you to play the scene that you want to play. Follow your fun. Right. So if there's that idea and it really lights you up, follow that instinct and play that scene. So we typically let the kind of mining of the actual ideas through whatever conversation we're having can go, again, just like the monologue, couple minutes, as long as like 5 minutes, but usually we get information before that. So Steve and I are catching up because we haven't seen each other in a while. I love your hair. Like, what's going on with it? Like, super floppy.
I feel like there's so many people that have been productive during quarantine times.
Yeah.
The only thing that I could do is grow hair. So
nice.
That's what I'm doing.
You remind me of like a Ludwig van Beethoven type of hairdo. It's very classical.
Yeah, I was looking for like maybe Michael Richards pre-racist rant.
I don't know who Michael Richards is. I'm really out of the loop.
Kramer from Seinfeld.
Oh, Kramer. Okay, yeah. If you said Kramer, I know the actual actor's name.
I'm going with maybe Lyle Lovett is probably a better reference. That's it.
I was thinking like Carrot Top, except you're missing the red. I got the red for you though. Here, I got some. Yeah. I got some. My strawberry is coming out of my blonde these days. So
yeah, and it goes well with the props that we were playing earlier. So you can be totally. Together we are one heck of a prop comic.
Yep, that happened. So yeah, how's the like day job? Are you doing the thing? Are you still virtual?
No, not at all. I'm doing everything in person around people, and I haven't gotten sick. I've been
Are you
hoping.
protecting? Are you staying protection? Are you using
Yeah,
protection?
actually,
Okay, good.
yeah, I got so many masks, and I do count the amount of masks that I see that are either worn improperly or inside out. Just you ever see that? Like people are like wearing their mask inside out. I'm like, well,
I
if
wear
you
my mask inside out frequently. I'm like, where's the seam? I can't tell. It's like the same on both sides. It's hard.
well, it helps the COVID get into you faster if you just
If
slip
I
it
keep switching which way I wear it, no. We
Yeah.
wash ours every day. I'm working at Ray of Light. Actually, so I get to do
Zoom. Is there a
massage.
Zoom massage? Zoom massage?
There's not Zoom massage. I actually have to lay my hands on people. So I mean, I don't know what our stats are here in Indiana, but it seems significantly less than say, Chicago or New York or California. So I feel like, or Florida, yeah. So yeah, I get to actually lay my hands on people. We take temperatures and do all of the things. And
Can we quickly see a scene about Zoom massage and
Yeah.
you and I'm tense right here in my shoulders right now.
Yeah.
So
Okay. So what you're going to do, you're just going to take, which shoulder are they both sore or?
both of them.
Okay, both. So then you'll use both hands.
Okay.
So you're just gonna like put your hands on your put your hands on your shoulders.
Okay.
Put your fingers in, baby. All right. Yep. So so that's kind of jarring and sharp. You want to think about actually displacing the pressure. So let's use all of your finger pads. So the finger pads is this part right here.
Okay.
Yeah. So you want to put your finger pads into your shoulder. Yeah, is that better? Okay, good. So then, yeah, that's great. You're doing a great job. Oh, it's so good, right? So now just imagine that I'm gonna, on that right side, I'm just gonna push a little bit further down. Yeah, good. I'm actually higher up, like physically higher up, but I'm gonna push deeper in.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
You're really good at this.
Thanks. Yeah, I've been doing this 13 years now. I gotta say, had my hands on 15,000 bodies, and now I've had my hands on 100 virtual bodies. So it's really great.
I'm seriously I'm gonna pay you double for this. This is such a good experience.
Right, because now you have the knowledge to massage yourself, right? And I love it. Okay, I want to see the scene with your hairdresser coming back.
All right.
So, wow, Steve. Whew.
One time I was on this live stream and I kept playing with my hair, and all the comments were like, wow, you should really play with your hair more. So that's why I haven't been here to get cut in a while. I can't stop playing with it.
I see. That makes a lot of sense. If you're getting attention for your hair, then why? Oh, Greg Summers is watching us. Fantastic. I love this. Did you want to? I feel like Greg is one of the people commenting on your hair, Steve. So we're gonna.
Yeah.
I feel like we need to say hi to join us.
Yeah. Hi.
I love that. Hey, what's up? How do we invite Greg on? Like, is that a thing we can do? Hang on, I got this.
I mean, Greg and I were on a Zoom earlier, and or live and or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was embarrassing because of my stiffness in my neck.
Well, wait, luckily we worked that out. I heard you got a massage recently, Zoom massage.
Yes, it was the best. I'm actually now certified. I went to Zoom massage online training, and I'm certified. Yeah,
it used to be that you had to do 1,000 hours of hands-on, but not anymore. You can just do that stuff virtually. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's only $400 per session, so it's been a great investment, and I can write it off. I really can just taxes next year. I'm not going to pay anything.
They're going to pay you. That's how taxes is going to work next year. That's what's going to happen.
I think that's how it's supposed to work. Even or they pay you.
That's right. Good times.
Too real.
Dude, all right. Well, I think I sent Greg Summers an invite to join us. I mean, unless you just want to watch us, Greg, we're happy to have you watch us. You're fine. And if you want, oh, nice, yay. Okay, sorry, I'm looking at at our feeds. So I'm trying to see if I'm taking. I should not be able to actually host and read things at the same time. I love it. I love it. Okay, fantastic. It's just me and Steve for now. So that was good. Anything else from that set that we? Oh, so Mom, I got a new job.
Tell me more.
Well, it involves being in person with people.
Oh, wow. I didn't expect this day to come. That means you're leaving the house?
I am leaving the house. Mm-hmm.
And I will have the TV to myself?
Well, I mean, technically, I mean, like when I'm not here, yeah.
No, well, with the job comes responsibility and a paycheck and an apartment and
Whoa. Apartment, Mom, what are you talking about? I mean, I'm not moving out. I just got a job.
Like, that's the next step. Like soon you're gonna move out.
Woo, you're like, what? Whoa, Mom. Like I am just at the I am dating this job phase. Like you're trying to marry me off already. Like I don't know that it's going to be a good fit for me. I don't know that we're going to get along. I don't know that we're going to actually be amicable together. Like we've got to try each other out.
Let's just fast forward. I can't wait any longer. This is real talk, and I know that it's best to just be open and honest and communicate. I can't stand living with you.
I'm so glad you said that. I can't stand living with you either.
You agree? For once, we agree?
Oh my gosh. I hate that you leave your underwear on the bottom of the bathroom floor after you're done with your shower. It drives me crazy. It's so gross.
It is. I know it's gross. Thank you for sharing. I feel very vulnerable now, but I have to tell you that they're not all my underwear. I've had secret visitors.
Mom, that's great. I was wondering if you were going to ever start dating again.
It's really hard to tell people you're dating that you live with your child.
Oh, but I'm not like your child. I'm like an adult child.
Yeah, that's the embarrassing part because I tell them that I have a successful child.
Hey, but why would my success be incumbent upon where I live, Mom?
We know that millennials have a reputation with visitors.
Oh, Dad's here. Hi, Dad.
It's not your weekend, Dad. Embarrassing part because I tell them that I have a successful child.
Oh, it's like we can hear ourselves in the background.
In the past.
I love this. We'll welcome another player from GoProv and Next Level Improv. We have Greg Summers in the house. We're trying to have you here. We're live, but it's fine. This is improv, so it's really cool. I'll wait till you come back, Greg. It's fine. So, Mom, it's great that you're dating. I think it's really wonderful, and I don't need to be. I don't want to cramp your style, you know. So, how about if I just, I'll just use my window as a door.
Perfect. And so we'll have a schedule, and there will be. I'll just hang some of my clean underwear on the door, and when you see them, you know that you need to use the window.
Perfect. I love it. Good talk. Good talk, Mom. Nancy. Hi, welcome, Greg. How are you? So happy to have you join us. Yay. Super fun.
It's wonderful to join you, but I am having this weird, that face. This weird echo of Steve is still talking to me.
Oh, that's fun.
I think I got it now.
I'm hacking the neighbor's internet.
That's what it is. And there's underwear all over in the bathroom floor. What's the deal?
Oh, that was Mom's lovers. She didn't have the guts to tell me that she was seeing some people. It's fine.
You know, if she would date more mature gentlemen, they wouldn't all have their names embroidered in the waistband.
Hey, we got no judgment here. This is a no judgment zone. You embroider whatever you want on your waistbands. Why? I mean, it's kind of like, what was the show? Back to the Future? It's not like we're going to be like,
Calvin.
Calvin.
Calvin Klein.
Mhm. Oh my gosh, so fun. So we had just done some samples. We're live at the APCA After Hours. It's a college conference that the folks are deciding what types of activities they want their student activities folks to engage with. And we are an improv. This is an open mic improv night. We had some great poets come earlier that are showcasing tomorrow. So it's an opportunity for students, advisors, but also other artists and stuff to come and showcase. So I wanted to run an open mic night. And since improv is, looks like we have someone in the house. Oh my gosh. Okay, hang on. We got Carlos in the house. Carlos in the house. Oh. So this is more like it. All right, Carlos, we got you, buddy. How's it going? These are all professional improvisers that Next Level Improv uses. So this is actually more indicative. I think we still have Carlos. He was bicycling. So he might still be, I know, right? I was like, bicycling. He's in Chicago right now. And as far as I know. But yeah, so if all the four of us would be together in a show. And like I was saying earlier, yes, we can perform shows for you. And my preference is to do a little bit of combo where we're performing, but then we're also giving your student body or the folks who are coming to observe, we're giving them a chance to perform as well. And that could look like some of the games that Steve and I were playing earlier with short form, could look like the poetry jam slam that we were doing with Big Homie and lyrical, or it could be the game that you see behind me, Improv Against Normality. Woo, woo. And we could have a game night for your student population. That could be like an orientation event. All right, Carlos, I'm going to wait until you are on camera and I'll bring you back on. So there's lots of ways that improv's fun to consume, and it's way more fun when you actually get to do it. so yes, so we're going to do it. And so we did some short form, and now we were moving on to like medium form, and then we might get into long form. I don't know. Now that Carlos is here, Carlos is trained at Second City and IO and Just the Funny Theater in down in Miami. That's where we met. So we've got a long history of, and also musical improv. So we don't have an accompanist with us. I know I had some in the conference. There are some piano players or some guitar players. So it would be possible to have one of those on board. Carlos, let us know. Put your camera on when you're ready. What's that?
Greg's got a harmonica with him.
You have a harmonica? Oh my gosh. Do you want to mouth harp us some songs, and we'll see if we can sing along?
See, here's the thing. I have props around me. So this is less of a musical instrument than a prop.
We just did props. We totally just did props.
Okay.
I was growing arm hair, and Steve was too.
Thanks for sharing.
Okay. Well, you're welcome. One of my favorite, and I don't know, I've never tried to do this virtually. Do you guys want to try to do a thing virtual?
Yeah, of course.
Oh wait, we are virtual. So we've played Follow the Lever, right? Oh, I love that face. Okay, so Follow the Lever it's a game that helps actors, improvisers, get away from needing to tell a story, because we are storytellers. But a lot of times when improvisers are first starting out, they try to like bring the whole plot into the scene, and it's like we need to get as much exposition out. And this is kind of a great exercise to get people out of that habit, because in Follow the Lever, what happens is we might get an audience suggestion, and I'll use a location card from my deck. Wow, what a big deck you have. Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Oh my gosh, how perfect.
Nice.
It's open mic night. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, so open mic night. And so open mic night, and how the structure of this game goes. Oh, hey, Carlos is back on. Device is not connected. Okay. I guess need to connect to their mic and camera, and then I'll see them. Okay, we're waiting. So how follow the lever goes is we don't all have to be in every scene. And in fact, if it's a 2-person scene, it's a little bit easier. And then one of the 2 people will need to leave the scene. So you'll have to actually leave frame somehow, right? Ah, there he is. Carlos, what's up? Do we have you? We see your face, but you're moving super slow motion. Welcome to Open Mic Night, Carlos. I don't know if you can hear me. If you can, give me a thumbs up because you're frozen.
Blink twice.
Blink twice. Solo layout. Oh, I love it. Nope, he's frozen. Okay. All right. Well, when you come on board, hopefully you can hear me. You can type in the comments if you can. All right. And we're gonna follow the lever. And then what happens is, so say Steve and I were in the first scene together at Open Mic Night, and blah 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 blah. Exchange. One of us leaves. Whoever leaves first, that scene is done, and we're going to pick up with that character. So whoever left the scene, not me in this case, I would walk into the next set, and one of the other of you would jump in, and you would be in a new scene with that character. And then whoever leaves that scene. So the game of it is to have a lot of entrances and exits. That's a bit of a shtick, right? Now, it could also be a good scene, and we might want to stay there for like 3 to 4 minutes and chillax. Okay. All right. I'll wait for him. So like Carlos just left. Oh my gosh, you guys. So this is like improv. My improv brain just flew. I was like, if I could make us leave and then you're done, and so you leave the stream, then it's like that scene's done, but then I have to cycle you back in. That'd be a lot of work. Oh, hey, Steve. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, totally. I love it. Okay. Oh, we lost Carlos. All right, it's fine. He was struggling with internet. I think his internet's a bit shoddy. All right, so it's better with 4. I don't know about 3. We'll wait. It's fine. It's super fine. You know, we can play with 3 though. One of my favorite games. The good, the bad,
The hungry.
the hungry. The good, the bad, and the hungry. It's a very important game.
I haven't eaten since earlier.
Oh no! Do you need some food? I have some water.
Oh yes, thank you.
That's
So
what
I do have a problem that needs solved.
Mhm.
Is I'm allergic to water. How do I solve that problem? I need
Don't drink it. And 76% of your cell membranes you're actually allergic to yourself.
Well, I mean, Steve, obviously, it's really a self-image problem more than a physical health problem. I think holistically putting you into a rebirthing bath and bringing you forth, so sort of a soft restart, would get you in touch with your more liquid self.
That's really good advice. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know what that all airy fairy stuff's talking about. If water's the problem, man, just switch to gin. This man, like, cook with gin, drink gin. It's great. Like, put it in your cereal. It's just like basically like a detoxification because it'll kill anything that's like bad for you.
Wow, that's some bad advice. I've considered both of your advices, and here's what I'm going to do. Since I'm having this trouble with water, I'm just gonna just swallow a bunch of cement mix and try to solidify things that way.
All
That's
right, man.
I'm giving myself.
Hey, yo, cement's it's hardcore, but I see you're thinking there.
Yeah.
All right. So switch left. Whoop. So Steve's good. Yeah. So next person. So we'll have Ugly ask the advice then. All right. So I can't quite wrap my head around online dating. Like, what is a girl to do in these COVID times to find a good man?
Sure. I've got some advice for you. What I would first recommend is is you just volunteer to do as much as you can, and you'll find someone with similar likes, and you'll meet in a Zoom call somewhere where you're volunteering for the Humane Society or something, and you just Zoom in, and if they're not wearing a ring, then talk to them. That's my advice to you.
That's some really good advice. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's all fine and good there, Steve. But as a man's man, I got to tell you, it's been how many months of COVID quarantine? I have a feeling, young lady, if you just go outside without a mask on and wave your pretty little hand, I have a feeling you're going to get some hoots, hollers, and offers. That's what I think.
Goodness.
Yeah.
Such bad advice.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Well, okay. I've heard both of your considerations, and thank you for that. I think I'm really leaning towards just drinking some cement.
It cures what ails you.
Hi, Carlos. Welcome. We did it. We have success. We're finishing up our last round of the good, the bad, and the ugly. Do you have a question for some advice that you'd like for us to give to you? So we're going to switch. I'll be good. Steve is being frozen.
Greg, you're ugly.
Game of isolation, and it looks like Steve's the queen. Okay. So Steve, you're giving bad advice. Greg is giving ugly advice. And Carlos, what problem can we solve for you tonight? How can we support you? Oh, how about some unmuting? Nope, we don't have sound. Maybe that's the problem.
The problem is.
So here's what you do. Oh,
no?
Great. So yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So now that we're in the time of COVID, should I go back to the gym or not?
Oh, so glad you asked that question. So here's what I would offer. You know, this whole time of COVID has really been this kind of self-reflective time, this time to really get quiet and get kind of aligned with the truth of who you are in the world, right? And that you is probably not the COVID-19, right? That when people talk about gaining the COVID-19, that's probably not the aligned you. Okay, so it's probably time to just breathe it out and just be ready to release all of that protective layer, because weight is just a buffer to keep us safe. And since we've been feeling really unsafe, if you can't get to the gym, just work out at home. Body weight exercises are really great. Calisthenics. They worked for Richard Simmons. They'll work for you.
All right. Thank you.
Hey man, I got some advice for you. So you can't get to the gym. What I would do is bring the gym to you. So you get yourself a pickup truck and just back right up and throw yourself a treadmill on the back of your truck. You got it. Bring the gym to you.
Oh, I see. You want him to tie himself to the back of of his truck and have someone drive it, and he'll run. I see.
That's all fine and good, both of you. Carlos, I mean, you could choose one of those options, but I got to tell you, I feel you, man. And I don't know who this Jim guy is, but you're too good for him. You do not have to crawl back to him. I don't care what you've been through. You are you, and you're worth better. You're worth more than that Jim fella.
Thank you.
And scene. Yay! Well, we're so glad you're joining us, Carlos. We're here on Late Night Live. We had some folks play earlier from the APCA conference, and now you're sitting here looking at your next level improv cast. So these are the folks that would be coming to your school virtually, probably before live, although live is an option. Oh my gosh, Rashid is joining us. Hang on, we have some more in the house. Is this hello? You made it.
Yeah, how's it going?
Yes, we have another poet in the house. Fantastic. Welcome, my friend. So if you're open, what we would love to hear is a poem from you, and then we'll just kind of riff some scenes off of your poem. Think Armando Diaz, folks.
All right, improv poetry on the spot.
Well, you can, if you have a poem that you already have written, you can improvise if you please and thank you, or you can do one that you know.
All right, well, I'll keep it easy. I'll just do one that I know real quick to try improv one that will require like a random word, like a random scenario.
Yeah.
Cool. You were not supportive of my interests. You lie about having a good time when you are out. You are not reliable to show compassion. Say something really close to the right thing when I'm hurting. You want 50-50 in our relationship, but offer me only 30. You want me to defend you, have your back, but keep me too far to support your spine. You are a murmur, an irregular heartbeat, a stagnant couldn't care less. If only I could count on you like my heartbeat. Now I ask myself, how would I imagine making you measure to my pulse? It reminds me of how white blood cells attacks what is not compatible, alienate the body, shuts down, fatigued, vomiting, a drastic drop in temperature and physical anxiety, domestic abuse from the inside out, bruises beneath my skin. So why am I still here? The dimples on your cheeks when you laugh. Laugh about the craziest things, like when you finally figure out how to finish a Sudoku. It's funny how you neglect to mention the beginning or the end of thought and leave me with only the middle. Your poor etiquette, the burping, and poor table manners, how food and spit spews around me when you talk with your mouth full. I don't like it, so why am I smiling? It's so cute how you turn into a tomboy to hit me or back into a girl when it's my turn to tag you back. If you were not Calypso, then I guess that makes you your daughter, right? You know, a sandstorm in the Caribbean, the glue between me and new pieces of myself. Walk like you could command the elements if only you knew what they were. Sometimes I wish you would open. Sit back, vent, mingle, feel. I wish you'd weigh all your options, not just one or the other. I wish the simple things in life hadn't felt so heavy, causing this animosity. Without becoming a nun, stop over planning, stop attempting over perfection, stop trying to predict tsunamis when you can't measure the water, turn off the Terminator and place flesh where you have metal, stop applying political sciences to our conversations. I love you. Loved you. You make me mad, but I still want to protect you. See how high the ladder you climb because you always say that you're falling and my hand has always been there. If I fly, we fly together. It's still that. Why won't you ever take my hand? Why won't you count on me like your heartbeat? Thank you.
Yeah. Great. Thank you, Rashid. So what we're going to do is we'll take what we just heard and we will do some improv scenes around it. You're welcome to jump in, or you can just enjoy whatever we create. All right.
I'll just go with the flow.
Hey, take my hand.
Janine, can you come in here for a second?
Yeah. I just
Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Okay. I'm there.
Here, I got it.
Thanks.
Okay, I'm glad I was able to help you. But I feel like when I need you to take my hand, you're not always there for me, but I'm always there to get I'm always pulling you up. But whenever I fall, you step over me. Is what you do, Greg. You step over me.
Tomboy, that's just what I do. I use people. I realize that. But I love the way you smile. It makes me feel whole.
Well, I don't love the way you use people. It makes me feel less than whole. And I think based on what you just told me, I think we got to end this relationship. We got to end this dynamic. It's got to finish because I need to know I can count on my partner.
Now, Steve, you hear the pain in Carlos's voice.
Yeah.
He wants to be with you. He loves being with you.
He
doesn't feel loved. Can you feel that?
Oh, I don't.
I mean, originally he said
he loved me forever.
I loved you when you dressed up as the Terminator for Halloween. I loved you when you dressed up as the alien that came out of Sigourney Weaver's chest. I loved you when you were the beatnik poet, the best.
These are all Halloween costumes.
Yeah.
You just love me when I'm not myself? Is that what you're saying?
Huh.
Do I have to be in a costume every day of our relationship?
So, sweetheart, here's how to be with men, okay? We're going to learn dating etiquette, and your Aunt Robin is going to teach you. Okay? So here's what men really want. They just want like 30% of you. It's not safe to share 100%. Okay? Just know that once you give it all, because what's the saying, sweetheart? You know the saying. Why would they buy the farm when they can have the milk for free, right? So you don't want to give them the whole farm, sweetheart. You don't even want to give them the whole cow. Okay, is this making sense, girls?
Yes. Not my mother, not my milk.
I think that's probably the best paraphrase I've ever heard.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, that's great. So, all right. So now a boy comes to court you.
Okay.
And what is your response?
Thank you for the flowers.
Great.
Yes, I'll go out with you.
Great. So now you're out on the date, and he wants to put his hand on your knee.
Ooh, you punch him.
Now, sweetheart, yes, I love that tomboy. That's my tomboy girl. I love you so much. That's my little Katiekins. I love that about you. Maybe not at the knees, sweetheart. Maybe let's like rewind that and just take it again. Okay, so you're sitting on your first date, and he puts his hand on your knee. Yes, good. Yes, the smile with the dimples. Yes, sweetheart. Yeah, that's perfect. Let him fall in love with you. Great. Now he slides his hand slightly up towards your thigh.
Now you punch him.
That's right. That's my Katiekins. Way to go. That's right.
Oh gosh.
Greg, did you have your medical results? Greg, I have your medical results.
I wasn't planning on doing this during our session, but okay.
Well, it's important. What I have here, you should sit down. Are you?
Yeah.
Greg, your body, your white blood cells, they don't like you.
I hate you.
They don't like you. They're fighting from the inside.
Get
Did
him!
you hear that? That's them.
I know.
They're not okay. Yeah, they're not okay with some of the decisions you've made recently. And if we don't figure this out, Greg, your prognosis is grim. So we gotta figure out why they don't like you. So what have you done recently that may have pissed off your white blood cells?
Well,
Stop drinking booze.
Stop talking mean to yourself in your own head.
okay, I got to tell you, Doc. At first I thought it was midichlorians, but apparently it really is just voices in my head. I went to some protests, and it made sense at the time, but I didn't realize that.
Don't wear a mask.
Let's not.
Those are your rights.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's yeah.
You got right-leaning white blood cells is what I'm hearing. You got right-leaning, so you may have to stop going to the protest.
Scene. I love it. Oh my God. So good. Fun. Well, thank you, Rashid, for sharing with us. Do you have another poem that we can extrapolate scenes from?
I mean, we try to honor your work.
Love it. Yeah, let me I got a few more if you need them. But yeah, I was loving the monologues and dialogues there. It was really funny.
Thanks. Yeah,
How long
it's
have
great.
you been improvising together?
Oh goodness, Carlos, you and I, well, tonight, right? We've been going for a hot second. We're gonna wrap up here probably in the next 10 or 12 minutes. But Carlos and I started improvising together down in Miami. I would say in 2014, maybe. So 6 years. 2014, maybe. 2013. Yeah, and then Greg and Steve and I probably in 2016. Yeah. So 4 years.
And Greg and I, like 2008 or 9?
So it was before, well.
You had all this hair when you started.
That's part of the white blood cell rebellion.
That's
Okay,
valid.
it's
That is
already the
valid.
hair follicles.
You have to blame the white blood cells.
That's right. You're
Um,
attacking yourself.
Yes, I do.
How long have you been doing poetry, Rishi?
Actually, yeah, I've been doing poetry since 2011.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
Nice.
opened a lot of doors for me for college, just to go to school as a student. Post graduation, I'm now getting ready to apply for the first ever poet laureate position for Richmond, Virginia. So
I love
that's
Richmond.
exciting.
Oh my gosh, congratulations. I've
Oh,
got
wow.
friends in Richmond.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Can we vote?
But yeah, so
How do we weigh in on that? Can we help you? Can we help you win?
for that one, I don't know. I think I just have to submit this resume and like my plan for how I'm going to help build up the city for their creative scenes, like the politician of poetry, which is kind of cool as I like to describe it. Other than that, it's fifth book is out in April, so I'm just trying to get pre-orders up for that. So that is. Let's see. All right, poem. All right, here we go.
Okay, we'll do one more set and then we'll call it a night. Love it.
Yeah, keep it simple. Let's see. There's nothing wrong with waking up in foreign landscapes designed in the frames of other people's beds. Breathe. Look around. Notice the outline of them lying beside you. Take a moment to try and find yourself. Look for pieces of yourself scattered across the floor. Scan. Scan around for anything that can give you a clue of who you are. Gently start to feel again. Check your limbs and check for scarring. Be careful in case they are a light sleeper. Try to glide out of the bed. Not too fast. Don't let them notice. Let the pressure difference be as gentle as their breath. Clothes. Check. Wallet. Check. Find your phone. Piece yourself back into the image of the person you thought you were 12 hours ago. Tiptoe around the layout of their apartment. Find the main door and exit. That's that.
I love this. I wanted more of the story.
I love it.
Yeah,
It's
it was
great
like a
time.
different poem before that one. It was called Way Too Many. So it was like 2.5 bottles of liquor. It's like that's how much it took to get to that night.
Nice.
So yeah.
Steve, I need to talk to you.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened after we left the bar last night, but I was pretty drunk. And this morning I woke up and I wasn't in my house, Steve. Okay. I was in someone else's place. All right. And you got to keep this a secret, okay? Because I don't want to ruin things with Janine. I woke up and next to me, hand to God, the Queen of England.
Whoa.
Hand to God, Steve. I know, whoa. I'm engaged, not to the Queen of England. What did I do?
This is amazing. And did you grab like
What?
both of your legs and the shoes that go on your feet?
Yes, I grabbed my legs and my foot. I think that's not the takeaway, Steve. The takeaway is that I slept with the Queen of England, even though I am with someone else, and it was the Queen of England. I need your help.
Well, I just
I
know
think
that
paparazzi were there. They were taking pictures.
Okay. Next time, lead with that. You woke up in a strange place, and then I was like, oh, what if you left something there? Your storytelling, like, just don't bury the lead. Queen of England.
Oh my God, my wallet! I left my wallet, Steve. I left my wallet there.
Oh my gosh! You know what's going to happen now. They found you. You remember?
What do you mean? What's going to happen?
Hey,
You think they're going to come to my house?
Enter the door if they come, but don't get in the car and don't go under a bridge.
Excuse me, gentlemen.
Who is it?
Cheerio!
Hello, who is it?
Yes, here, just let me remove my large black hat. I'm just here as a messenger. I believe you forgot something that my employer would like to return to you.
I don't know what you would mean. What? Well, my I don't.
This is your.
You
I
don't
do
have
not
to.
believe- Yes, I believe.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I believe Mom left a large tip inside.
What?
Scene. Okay.
But
Welcome to the mattress shop, and we've got some great gently used mattresses here. And boy, if these mattresses could talk, you know what I mean. But please feel free to lie down. You want to make sure you're comfortable. You're going to be with this bed for quite some time, potentially. You know, the average time that people spend with their beds, if they're their beds, can be, 8 to 30 years, really. So please feel free to get comfortable, and we'll be back in just a moment to test the fit.
I don't know, honey. These beds, don't know how I feel about them. What do you think, Greg, dearest?
I like the pillow top. I like how it feels at first, but I gotta say, my lower back, you know how it is. I need firmer support overall. Now I am looking at those electronic, the sleep number things with the recline and the comfort numbers. I know we were planning on buying a new minivan this year, but can we?
Hey, you're squishing me. Get off of me.
Did the mattresses talk?
I'm a spring. You shall get off of me.
How long have you been here?
Excuse me. We'd like one that's less possessed. Can we get over there?
Underneath the pillow top is my feelings. You're on them.
So, the only one that doesn't get their feelings appreciated around here. Even the spring knows. Ah, fantastic.
And scene. Yay! Great job. Thank you, Steve. I wanted somebody to play the mattress, and you totally picked up on that.
I got it in the private chat.
Oh my God, I love it. The meta chat. Right. So I love it. I love it when we play non-humans. It's super fun.
Yeah.
So Rashid, way to go, my friend. Do you have an acting background?
Like middle school, high school, way back.
Yeah. I would say that we're all actors, right? Like that's when we were young and we would play pretend and let ourselves go and make believe. So thanks for jumping in there. Thanks for sharing your poetry with us. When are you on for the folks who are watching at the APCA? When can they catch your set? Aren't you coming on tomorrow?
Yep, tomorrow at 5:30 with Black Greek Poets, just to help bringing some of the awareness and creative festivities that we have to offer.
Fantastic. Good. And make sure, all of our APCA folks get over to Rashid's page and follow him and see what other fun stuff before the festival is over. You can check out my page, Julie Cotton at Next Level Improv, and I will be presenting a brief commercial at 4:30 tomorrow as well. It's just me, though. The gents from Next Level crew are joining me tonight. Thank you guys for calling in and streaming in for some play and some open mic nights. We'll probably come again tomorrow night. I don't know when. It might be a little later, a little earlier, but we'll post on the live or I'll post on my page. If you had fun tonight, we can do anything. It's open mic night. We had poets and improvisers tonight, but if we have some musicians, it'd be fun to do some music. I had karaoke all teed up if people wanted to sing. So maybe this isn't that. All right. I did bury the lead. I did that. That was a great line. So if you want to come play tomorrow night, I think I have time like between 7:30 and 8:30. I've got a spot, and then possibly after 10:30, and we can get some tunes, some mad tunes up in here and not be so serial about presenting our skills. We have mad skills singing too, but we can just have some fun. So thanks everybody for joining us tonight. Have fun at the rest of your APCA, and thanks to all my improvisers. It's great to see and play with you all again soon. All right. Ciao for now. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.